So, guys, and Moran, if you're aware, I'm sure you're aware, um, they've just let out about 2,000 prisoners because of spacing, and they've advertised on social media that there is not enough space in prisons. So they've let out a lot of criminals and bad people. There's a video that I want you to react to, but before I get into that, basically want your opinion on it. Like, what do you think about this and the state that we're currently in?
So, prisoners, I don't believe they should be let out early. They should have to serve the full extent of their sentences.
Yeah.
Having said that, the overcrowding issue, if we know that an overcrowding issue is occurring and more people are being put into prison post the riots, shouldn't more prisons be built?
Absolutely.
And what's the safety levels like in London in comparison to when we were growing up as kids? I believe it was a lot safer. Now you can't walk down the street without your phone being snatched, your watch being stolen, your wallet being taken, or someone even trying to clone your card.
Yeah, clone your card. I've seen a lot of that on TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
people are just bragging that they're cloning people's credit cards, going into ATMs.
Yeah.
That is a real thing. Not just cloning cards, cloning number plates, house robberies, everything now. Like, it's like every day there's a stabbing in London, which is insane.
And some of it's not actually reported.
Some of it isn't actually reported as well, which you are right about.
That sometimes in particular areas in London where they're socio-economically deprived areas,
Yeah.
the stabbings, the violence, or any robberies, thefts, in some cases they're not even reported. They're not even taken into account because it's seen as a problem which gets tucked away underneath the carpet. It's resources in London should be spent on tackling these issues as opposed to renaming stations on the London Overground. It's just you have major issues to tackle as opposed to the renaming. Having said that, some of those renaming of stations were quite financially beneficial for TfL.
Really? How?
Yeah, advertising.
Really?
But Burberry Street wasn't one of them called Burberry Street?
I don't know. I don't know about this.
No, there was quite a bit of money generated from it, but
Yeah.
across the whole board, a lot of money was spent renaming certain, like the majority of stations on the Overground, if not all of them,
That's mad.
to just stupid names. It's not. How does that impact someone's life? How does that make?
It's not beneficial in any way.
It doesn't.
It's kind of stupid.
It doesn't make any change.
Yeah.
Resources should be spent on making London a safer place, a cleaner place as well. And I know these 20-mile-an-hour road restrictions are meant to reduce traffic.
I don't think it does.
It just makes more traffic.
More traffic. It absolutely does, because roads that I go past on a daily basis, before the 20 miles per hour rule, there was no traffic. There was no traffic on those roads, and now they are. Funny that you mentioned that. I don't know if you heard, in Wales, I'm pretty sure it was in Wales, they tried to bring the 20 miles per hour road limit, and everybody got up and protested, and they stopped it. What do you think about this 20 miles per hour? Well,
it's terrible. It's terrible. It just creates more traffic. In anything, in any case, it creates more inflation, because tradesmen in particular will say now it takes them longer to get to their work, so they have to charge a lot more to compensate for the time lost.
And they do, right?
I feel also couriers will price this in. Lots of businesses will have to price this in. This leads to higher prices in London.
Yeah, that is mad. I never really thought about it.
There's just a knock-on effect of something so small.
Effect.
Yeah,
so wild.
Imagine this. What is going to come into play is the Blackwall Tunnel is going to be charged £2.50 each way. I believe that comes into effect. Is it next year?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I hope that doesn't go ahead, but that is going to be insane.
I think it's got the go-ahead.
I heard Sadiq Khan got the go-ahead, but it's a matter of if people do
protest nothing happens. If they protest it, it's another revenue maker. But in essence, we, the working people, are going to feel this a lot more. And how we're going to feel this is higher prices.
Oh, yeah.
We're the ones that are going to have to absorb the cost.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Blackwall Tunnel is actually absolute chaos to go through.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine
Same with the Rotherhithe tunnel.
It's not going to make a difference. Just like how the 20 miles per hour didn't make a difference. I know they're building a new tunnel next to it.
Yeah.
But what I think is going to happen is one's going to cost £5 and one's going to cost £2.50, and they're both going to be as bad as each other.
It's not going to tackle the issue.
Or the £5 one will have like an issue where, I don't know, it takes longer. You go around. I don't know. So I'm not really convinced with the way things are going in London. So yeah, it's sad. Back to the prisoner thing. 1,700 or 2,000 prisoners are released. I think that's ridiculous because now, you know what? When it happened, I was working.
Yeah.
And I was waiting.
We
have like a live. We have like a bunch of walls.
Yeah.
With live feeds of different news channels.
Yes.
I was waiting. I was like, there's going to be a stabbing. Someone's going to meet someone that they didn't like initially, like 2-3 years ago, and now they've bumped into each other after 2-3 years. They're going to stab each other. Something's going to happen.
Is this an episode of Kidulthood?
Maybe it's an episode. Maybe in my head, maybe, yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, something's going to happen, and it didn't happen. But I want to show you a video actually, which I want you to react to and tell me what you think. So this is a prisoner that got released, and this is what he had to say.
Let's have a watch.
A man walks out of prison with a duffel bag, £86 in cash. Well, where's a man going in life? I'm saying go to probation. What am I going to do when I go on probation? I'm going to go on probation, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to get bored, I'm going to start going back into my old ways. Maybe I might smoke drugs again, I'll go out, I'll start committing burglaries at night. Next thing you know, I'll be back in jail.
See, he initially said, that he is going to burgle someone's house again.
So he's going to fall back into his old ways very quickly. So he's basically answering, was prison a rehabilitation for him? And he said, but it wasn't.
He basically said it wasn't.
It didn't serve its purpose.
Yeah, but to be a bit of a devil's advocate, he said that £10?
£86.
£86 in a duffel bag for him. That's all he had when he came out of prison.
Yeah.
So,
he's limited to opportunities. What else can he do? He just ends up going back to old ways.
Yeah, because you're not going to get a job with a criminal record.
No, it's
so hard. Like, I know people that have criminal records, so I don't know if I want to say that.
And the places that do hire people with criminal records,
they're not really paid well either.
No,
but they have that one up on people.
Have you heard of Timpsons?
No.
The cobblers?
No.
You must have seen the Timpsons.
Probably,
yeah. The cobblers. They're renowned for it. I believe the son of the owner of Timpsons, or the CEO, is now the prison minister.
Okay.
In the Labour government. I think he is. I'll correct me on a later video if that's incorrect. But yeah, they do exploit prisoners with how much they do pay them. However, they do give them the skills. They do give them the skills to create their own business. However, for a prisoner, that is virtually it's not an easy case. Yeah. And this chap, he's come out. He's just telling you he's going to go back to his own ways. The limitation and options for him to get a job, to become a member of society post coming out of prison early, he just ends up falling into what he knows.
Yeah. I agree. I just think it was a stupid idea. Firstly, why would you advertise that you're out of prison space? They could have done it on a sly. They could have just sat every single prisoner that they decided to let out and be like, oh, look, okay, maybe not because of spacing. Just, I don't know, when jobs have these interviews of HR, whatever, they lie their way through it. So they could have lied or something. They could have done anything. I would have personally.
Yeah, but
am I bad to say that?
No, but I believe they have to.
Well, they could have just told them, like, look, spacing, we've done, I don't know, a what they call when they do research on things.
I'm not too sure.
Like they've done they've checked all the prisoners and checked who's the least to reoffend, whatever, and your name is on it, so you can go out earlier. That's all they have to do. They don't have to advertise it.
Yeah,
because I like the other day that someone at work with as a joke was like, well, you're talking about doing a crime, a stupid petty crime, right? As a joke, obviously, and he was like, well, I won't have to worry because there's no prison spaces. So it's like, you're advertising that there's no prison spaces. Like, what do you think people are going to do? Like,
How
you're
just
not scared to go to prison.
just note this: if you do get a criminal record, it follows you around for life.
100%.
And it's one of those things. It's not something you should take lightly.
Absolutely.
Committing a petty crime can ruin the entirety of your life.
Yeah.
And the amount of opportunities that present themselves to you.
What do you think about police said that they're not going to investigate theft under £200?
I think it's ridiculous. Like if you call a police officer, let's just say being a small business owner, should a theft happen in your store, are the police going to turn up? No, it seems like it's your duty to protect your own establishment.
Yourself.
Like, what's going on in this country? You spend money on, in London in particular, you spend money on renaming overground stations, but you can't fund the police.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't protect business owners that are actually doing well for the economy and the country and paying all that taxes.
What's the point of council tax?
Yeah.
What's the actual point there?
Council tax.
Yeah. Oh. what good is it if it needs to be? So many bad issues. Yeah. It just leads.
What is the excuse for council tax? Because I don't pay council tax at the moment.
It's meant to go into the local economy. It pays for your bins, local services for
that
borough.
They don't take the bins out nearly as much as they used to.
Used to
be every week.
Now it's every fortnight.
Yeah, which is what?
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even do that in my area, and it's ridiculous.
The
bins all full up, and they smell. It's ridiculous.
Trust me, London isn't as bad as France. In Paris, it's been worse at times.
Really?
Yeah, but
that's insane.
Yeah, I feel as though this chap that's been let out early, he's just going to reoffend. What do you think?
I think he is going to reoffend. Do I blame him? Yes and no. I mean, he looks like from the way he spoke, he doesn't really have anything left to lose. Maybe his family's dead, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's not going to find a job. If he has 4 kids, he's just been let out and he has £80 to his name.
£80 doesn't get you far.
It doesn't.
It won't even get you. It might get you half a week's food shop.
Half a week's?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It won't unfortunately.
It'll get you half a week.
Yeah, half a week.
Yeah, half a week.
If you've got a family of 3, you won't get. You'll struggle.
You're not.
You'll struggle.
So it's sad, but yeah. Let us know what you guys think about this topic below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Catch you in the next one, guys.